Hi, this is Milu. I would like to touch on a few subjects. The first one is the summit that Trump is going to have with Putin. I feel it's going to be a repeat of what happened in North Korea because it feels like Trump thinks on his own he can make decisions and everyone is supposed to follow him. And I feel that's going to be one of his downfalls because if we notice the tariff that he's putting on everyone, American businessmen and women are beginning to grumble about what's going on. I feel this is going to be an important event going forward. That's going to add to everything else. Kelly is going to be leaving, which I'm not surprised. He doesn't want another chief of staff. He thinks he can govern by himself. I think it's a good idea. We may get in trouble, but that's one of the pitfall I see for him. He's going to keep doing things. He's not going to realize that he's hurting himself, and he's going to be in big trouble. But the most important thing here is his decision to talk to Putin by himself. I feel this is a very bad idea for America because Trump is willing to give anything. I know why, because Putin has stuff on him and his family. It's not only Donald. I don't think it's only the father. I feel the family, Putin has stuff on all of them. Trump is trying to be a good boy to Putin, and I feel the country is going to pay the price because I feel whatever him and Putin put together after this meeting, he's going to try to change the course of this country. I feel some in Congress, and I have mentioned that in other videos that I have done, are willing to go along with him. And that's why some of them are in Russia. Today is the 5th, July 4th, and the day before. I feel this is leading to a very bad place for us. If Trump could, he would change our democracy into a dictatorship. That's what he wants. And his idea, I've mentioned this in other videos as well, he wants someone in his family to take over after his term is completed. I also feel he's going to pass some of our secrets to Putin. Whatever he has memorized, he's going to share with Putin. And also Putin is going to give him instructions on possible ways how Trump can go about accomplishing some of what he wants. The next thing I would like to talk about is how other world leaders view Trump. I'm going to start with Macron. Not that he ever had any respect for Trump, but because he wanted to stay on Trump's good side. He was trying to be like a liaison between our NATO partners and Trump. That's one thing I feel he was trying to do. And also trying to guide Trump because he knows Trump is not very bright and he's very egotistical. So Macron thought he could handle Trump. He found out otherwise. I feel the German Chancellor, Merkel, I don't feel she has any love for Trump. She thinks Trump is a traitor and an idiot because she has a lot of information about Trump, his interaction with Russia, the Trump family. Most of the interactions, the German intelligence is aware of everything. So are many other European countries. So that's why Merkel talks to Trump, because she has to, as a head of state. She came to visit. Merkel does not hold Trump in very high esteem. She doesn't think he's very bright. Of course, all of them, I'm not going to keep mentioning this, none of them think Trump is very smart. They think he's impulsive. They feel Trump may inadvertently start a conflict somewhere, and everyone is going to have to step in to put the fire out. That's one of Europe's big worries. Personally, she doesn't care for him much. The less she sees of him, the better. As for Theresa May, she feels the same as Merkel. All these people, they talk among themselves, they know what's going on, they simply can't believe that he's America's president. But Britain right now is at the beginning of some major financial situation. The German economy is going to stumble. It started already. I feel it's going to get worse before it gets better. All because of Brexit. The architect of Brexit is good friend with Trump. And he's one of those people, I can't recall his name right now, but he has contact with the Russian embassy as well. And now Mueller is investigating him. The British are investigating him and his fellows as well. These people are going to go to jail. There's going to be a price for them to pay. It's a matter of time. This may take a little longer. We're going to have to be patient. I feel Theresa May feels the same way as Merkel and Macron. They don't have much respect for Trump. They think he's in with Putin. They are concerned that the meeting between Trump and Putin, Trump may give Putin the green light on which European countries he can invade, and America won't take any action. I think Trump is going to find himself in big trouble with Congress because he's playing with our security. But him and the people around him, I don't feel understand that. So the Japanese Prime Minister is a little less confrontational, and he's trying to work things out because he's in direct line of fire of North Korea. The Japanese, behind the scenes, they have begun to put plans together on what to do if us Americans do not put our house in order. The Japanese Prime Minister and the Japanese government are in the process of creating alternative plans on what to do in case America doesn't change its Trumpian trajectory. They have no choice, but he's not going to be confrontational about it. They're working behind the scene at the right time, and little by little we'll find out. When it comes to the South Koreans, they don't have a choice. They are trying to do everything they can to keep working with us. They don't trust Trump. They don't like him. They don't think he's very bright. they believe can con him, but because they have so much at risk, it feels like to me they're biting their nails. There is a sense of dread and they are terrified when they think about the possibility of war with the North. And they are praying for the day Trump is gone, because they never know what he's going to do from one day to the next. Except for Putin, I don't think too many other heads of state like Trump. Xi doesn't care about him. Xi of China doesn't care about Trump either. He feels like when I talk with him that Trump is a con artist. He knows how Trump got there, but he's concerned about what can happen in the world if Trump lasts in this position. As for our stock market, our economy, if no one is able to convince Trump that he's looking down at a precipice, our economy is going to take a major hit. We may get into a recession. I thought it was going to happen in June, but it seems like it started in June because that's when Trump decided that was the best time to start announcing his tariffs. The month of July is going to be critical to find out what's going to happen with the economy. I don't feel we're going to see improvements of what started in June, the downtrend of the stock market. And I feel corporate leaders are going to start speaking out, and they're going to start laying off people, and those people are from the Trump's base. Those are going to be issues. So it feels like to me there is going to be a confluence of events from the kids he took from their parents, the economy, our relationship with our European partners, our economy, the lawsuits he has coming towards him, Mueller, and those who are about to flip on him. All these things I feel are going to come to a head between September and October. I feel October, November is going to be critical for us on how this country is going to move forward with Trump in charge. Congress is going to will change hands in November. The Senate may still stay in the hands of Republicans, but by a slim majority, as it is today. As for the judges that are being installed in the Supreme Court, it's going to be a fight. But for some reason, I'm not worried, because Trump is talking about he wants people to be in there 40, 45 years as if he's God. I don't know why, but I'm not worried about rolling back all the good things that Trump and the GOP, the Republican Party, is doing. It is scary, but for some reason, I feel it's going to be okay. Trump is going to be gone, and I don't see how this can turn out good for Trump. And I want to mention one thing in my last video that I mentioned. Jordan, the congressman from Ohio, I was shocked this past week when I heard when he was assistant coach at Ohio State, he witnessed young people being abused by that doctor. He never said anything. I mentioned him and other Republicans who were in that hearing who are going to have legal issues. I did not know it was going to be so fast. I expected months down the road, maybe a year or so. But Jordan is going to go down. The others as well. It may take longer for the others. But I feel like there is going to be a cleansing of the GOP that's going to be taking place. It's going to be shocking what's going to come out. And Mueller is not going to leave any stone unturned. And even if they fire him, at this point it will not make any difference. Because Mueller has outsmarted all of them. Because he's not by himself. First of all, he's a very bright gentleman. And he has a group of very, very bright people around him. It's too late for anyone who collaborated with Putin and his government and trying to change our democracy. All these people are going to have legal issues down the road. None of them will escape unscathed. Another thing that concerns me, our European partners are putting together contingency plans as well. And there is an effort by all of them to put together, and they're going to turn against Trump. Trump is not only going to face resistance here, he's going to face resistance abroad as well. I don't see any good coming out of this. Our country is going to take a hit. It's going to take a lot of hard work. Like right now, some of our leaders are working behind the scenes to calm some of the negative effect. They are talking and interacting with foreign governments to keep the damages at a minimum. But it's going to take a lot of work going forward once Trump is out to repair the damages, for us to regain our prestige in the world and start moving forward. Two very important neighbors I forgot to mention, Canada and Mexico. Mexico is going to be in Trump's face. I'm not seeing a fight, but they're not going to be, the gentleman who was elected is not going to be afraid to talk to Trump. And in a manner that Trump will understand. As for Trudeau, I feel there's going to be very little interaction between him and Trump. As little as possible until Trump leaves the stage. But one thing that worries me, Trump thinks he can stay president past 2 terms. That's what the Republican Party, some in the Republican Party are trying to figure out if they can do. And turn this country back to where we were in the 1910s, 1930s. That's their plans. But I have news for them. I don't think it's going to work. And those who support them, if that happens, good luck with that. It would be interesting to see this country reverted back to the 1930s. But at this time, if Trump can take people's kids from their arms and institutionalize them, there's nothing Trump won't do. America is feeling like a third world country, and people are going to lose their lives. If we keep going and following this path. Trump is not going to be afraid to have people executed. Saying that reminds me of when the Central Park 5, I believe, he called for the execution. Well, just that should tell us all how Trump intends to govern this country once he feels. Right now, he cannot move past that 40-something%. But if he could, if he were able to pass that percentage, none of us would be safe from Trump's wrath. I don't feel Trump would hesitate in having people killed. And as ICE right now, I feel is heading in the wrong direction. Whenever I think of ICE, I think of those paramilitary groups that they have in Central America. Right now they are hunting immigrants. Next is going to be American citizens. You're going to wake up one day, your neighbor is gone, and the next day it's going to be you. It is sad, it is frightening, but that's where I feel Trump is taking this country. If no one stops him. I know this sounded stark, but that's the vision, that's what I've been feeling. But I feel he will be out of power before all these things happen. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe if you have not done so. Till next time.